What's good, YouTube? Nappy here, back again once again. Today it's Thursday, so that means on the Pokemon Top 5 all lined up and ready to go for you guys. Now, last week we had the choice between another Top 5 Ground-type Pokemon or Top 5 Psychic-type Pokemon and Top 5 Ground-type Pokemon won. Top 5 Ground-type Pokemon beat out Top 5 Psychic by about 50 votes or so. So finally, the Ground-type fanboys came out, and I'm not even mad about that because Ground-type was one of my favorite types in Pokemon. But besides that, you guys, this week's Top 5, as well as any Top 5 that I do, is 100% opinionated, meaning that if you don't agree with it, then by all means leave your own top 5 ground type Pokemon in the comment section below. Now, my top 5s are not based off of just stats, they're not based off of just design, it's based off of a culmination of things. Also, my top 5s don't include the use of any legendary Pokemon because we plan on doing a special top 10 legends towards the end of the series. But if your top 5 ground type Pokemon requires the use of legends, then by all means go ahead and include them. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this week's top 5. Starting off our countdown this week, you guys, we have a newcomer to the Pokemon game. We have Mr. Diggersby himself, hailing from the Kalos region. Diggersby is one of those Pokemon that I liked ever since I first saw him. I was one of the only people that used the Diggersby in their Pokemon YLP, and then to find out that he's got huge power, which makes him even better, especially for Wi-Fi, and plops him right down to my favorite tier, being UU. I just love it. I just love Diggersby so much. He's just amazing. I love his design. I just love... It sucks that he's part normal, but still, I mean, I guess that gives him, like, stab, quick attack, stab, return, and shit like that. But still, Diggersby is amazing in my opinion, and it was really hard to make this list. There are a lot of good runners-up, like Gastrodon, Rhyperior, Torterra, Nidoking, Quagsire. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there are a lot of good ground types. But he's number 5 this week in our top 5 ground types. Coming into the number 4 slot this week, you guys, we have the mighty Jazz, the Mamoswine. Oh my lord, Mamoswine is another one of those Pokemon that I liked ever since I first saw him. I mean, again, let's talk about competitive viability. Motherfucker is chilling in OU. I love it with the Ice Shard, Earthquake, Freeze Dry. Now in 6th Gen, Freeze Dry, I didn't think very much of Freeze Dry at all when I first heard about it. I was like, ain't nobody gonna fall for that bullshit. Freeze Dry, I'm a believer in now. Mamoswine, I just love his design. The elephant is my favorite Pokemon, and I know he's not like an elephant. He's based off of Mamoswine. I mean, wow. He's based off of a mammoth, and kind of sucks that he took his trunk away, but still at the same time I love him. The Twin Tusk Pokemon, he just look at him. He just looks powerful as shit. He just looks powerful as shit, and I just love him. And plus for his size, he is one speedy motherfucker. God damn, I ain't never seen a big person move that fast before. I mean, big Pokemon move that fast before. But still, he's number 4 this week in our top 5 ground. Coming into the number 3 slot, he had to be on here. Honestly, I was throwing these two back and forth between Mamoswine and Gliscor. Who should be number 3? Who should be number 4? And Gliscor won out just because of our Blaze Black Egglock. Just because. If you haven't seen that, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but Razor, not even Razor. Razor was in Sacred Gold. Bruce W and Blaze Black is a motherfucking champion. And I will forever be a believer in Gliscor. Gliscor is such a versatile Pokemon. You could play this as a straight defensive wall. You could stall the fuck out of people with it. You could also turn it into just a straight all-out powerful attacker. And when I say powerful attacker, that is not an understatement. That is not an understatement. You can hit somebody with an Earthquake, Night Slash, X-Scissor. I mean, what's the highest one he gets for flying type? Like Wing Attack or some shit? I don't know that off the top of my head, but still, Gliscor is an all-out monster. I love it. Toxicule, just... I can sit here and just list off all of his attributes forever and ever and ever. When it comes to his design, he's just one creepy motherfucker. It's definitely a Pokemon I would not want to meet in real life. Gliscor is just amazing. And he's speedy as fuck! Oh my lord, he's speedy as fuck! Speaking of speedy as fuck, in the number 2 slot this week, you guys, we have the all-powerful Garchomp. The Mega Garchomp himself is in the number 2 slot. I was thinking about all the different ground-type Pokemon, and when I scroll past Garchomp's name, I'm like, we can't do top 5 ground without Garchomp. Come on now. I mean, I know he's a fan favorite, but for myself, Garchomp is one of those Pokemon that I've always kind of sort of... I don't want to say like I always really liked him, because honestly, when it comes to ground type, sometimes I pass him up, but I really like Garchomp, and the only reason I pass him up is just because he's used so much. But at the same time, in 6th Gen, he got that Mega Evolution. He got even stronger. Even stronger. That is just scary the first time I heard it when they said that Garchomp is going to get a Mega Evolution. That's just legit scary. This is another one of those Pokemon which you would not want... I can't talk. You would not want to meet in real life. Choice Scarf Garchomp Rex. Mega Garchomp with the T-Tar boosting him with the Sandstorm is just ridiculous as well. Just Garchomp overall is just a straight beast. There's no I mean, like, this is like Lucario from last week. Do we need to explain why he's here? Do we honestly really need to explain why Garchomp is here? He is number 2 this week in our top 5 ground type Pokemon. And claiming the number 1 spot, you guys should have seen this one coming. I got a soft spot in my heart for this motherfucker right here. We have Excadrill at number 1. Excadrill is just amazing to me. He's so awesome. I just insert adjective here. How many A's can we say to describe an Excadrill? Excadrill is he's Ubers, or he probably got bumped down to 6th gen just to OU just because weather's not permanent anymore. But still, Excadrill, for his little 2-foot tall self, I bet you some of you guys didn't even know he was 2 feet tall. For his little 2 feet tall self, Excadrill packs so much power. So much power, so much intensity. Set up the Swords Dance. Again, couple it with the T-Tar. Run the T-Tar with the Mega Garchomp and the Excadrill on your team. That might be pushing the ground types just a little bit. But still, Excadrill with the Sand Rush, Sand Force. He's amazing. That's all I gotta say. He's fucking amazing when it comes to, especially competitive. But when it comes to a good ground type Pokemon, there are not many that are better than Excadrill. And I can personally attest, I've seen a couple especially defensive Excadrills out there. Excadrill's not really known for his defense, but I've seen a couple of them out there, and he can tank a hit or two as well. Not really all that great, but still, he can tank it. But he's number 1 this week because I fucking love him. So there you have it, people. That wraps up this week's top 5 ground type Pokemon. If you enjoyed this week's top 5, make sure you smash the hell out of that like button down below for us. And of course, share with us your own top 5 ground type Pokemon in the comment section below. Now, when it comes to next week's top 5, we have the choice between either top 5 psychic type Pokemon returning once again, or top 5 dark type Pokemon. Is that not a matchup made in heaven? A matchup made in hell. So yeah, so we have the choice between the top 5 psychic type Pokemon or top 5 psychic type Pokemon or top 5 dark type Pokemon for next week as well. But besides that, you guys, like I said, smash that like button for us if you enjoyed this week's top 5. Share with us your own top 5 ground type Pokemon, and make sure you don't forget to vote for next week's typing too. So thank you for all your support, and thank you for checking out the video. You know me, YouTube, that point I ain't too. I'm out.